Hello everyone, this is Anupma. How are you all? Hope you are doing very good, very well. So today we are going to read a very beautiful book which is Who Will Cry When You Die, which is written by Robin Sharma. So let's get started. First we'll read about book and then we'll go to the summary. So about book, why you should read this summary. So, why is success sometimes a very lonely path? Why are we constantly worried about everything? Why can't we just do the things we want to do? How can we enjoy living again? If you need inspiration and motivation in your life right now, then this is the book for you. Who should read this summary? For people who have lost their passion in life, for the people who are trying to go back to who they really are and what they were set to do in this world. About the author, if I want to tell about author, then Robin Sharma has written over 10 books. He is also a motivational speaker and a trainer. He founded Sharma International Leadership Incorporation, where he offers training programs and online courses for individuals and teams. So, we'll go to the summary. Introduction. Are you unhappy? Are you not satisfied with the life you have and you want change? If your answer is yes, then this book is the answer to all your problems. This book is different from any book that you have read. This book will take you back to the basis of human nature. This is not a worksheet that will help you to be active for a few weeks, then go back to living the same life you were so desperate to change. You can be sure that once you read it, you are never going to be the same. You may be wondering why. The answer is simple. You will learn the art of living. You will learn the importance of finding your own path while staying connected with others. Being successful doesn't always require isolation. We need to be kinder to each other. We need to keep a clear perspective of who we are and who we are trying to be. This book will also teach you some key values such as honesty, learning to say no, as well as knowing when and how to worry. You will also learn some practical tricks such as keeping a journal and waking up early. If you are looking for real change, a change that will start from your core values, then come along with us through this trip of knowledge and motivating stories. Discover your calling. Have you ever felt like your life is going by? Like you don't even notice how you spent your weeks and days? Have you ever felt like you are living life without meaning? And that you need that something that make you feel good. The reason why our lives have lost their meaning is because we are disconnected. We live in a world where we can see each other even though we live in different parts of the world. We can call and chat, still we have never felt more alone. The reason behind this loneliness is because we have lost our calling. If you are feeling lost, don't worry, you can change. In order to find your calling, you don't need to quit your job, or go after your new pursuit to find your passion. You can find your purpose just by doing your best in everything you do. Just be the change you want to see in the world and stop waiting for people to do your part of the job for you. Maintain your perspective. In order to live happy, you need to focus on your own perspective towards life. Sometimes we were faced with a difficult situation and we feel like our world is falling apart. If we just stop and change the way we are looking at the situation, the whole problem will seem less horrible. We are but a small part of this galaxy. Just look at the world around you and you will realize that we are only a small piece playing our part in the circle of life. So, why have a gloomy perspective? Just enjoy every moment as it comes and you will be the happiest person on the planet. An old story tells that one day two patients were sharing a room in a hospital. One was given a bed next to a window and the other had a normal bed. Since the patient who could not look through the window was not able to move, his friend acted like his eyes in the room. The patient with the window would look through the window and describe the scene he saw to the bedridden man. He would describe the trees and the leaves dancing on their branches. Sometimes he would describe the things the people were doing outside. Each day was a new adventure. The bedridden man grew jealous of his friend. He was angry because his friend could see the outside world while he could not. Day after day, he started disliking his friend and then stories. This continued till the day that the bedridden man decided that he hated his friend. One night, the patient next to the window started coughing. After coughing for a while, he stopped breathing. Instead of calling for the doctor, the bedridden man chose to do nothing. His friend died. After the body of the patient was taken away from the room, the bedridden man requested that he would be moved to the bed next to the window. He was so eager to look at the beautiful view through his own eyes. To his surprise, he discovered that the only thing he could see through the window is a brick wall. He knew then that his friend was imagining things only to make him feel better. His friend loved him so much. If the bedridden man did not envy his friend, they would have enjoyed sharing more beautiful memories together. Now he deeply regrets what he did. Practice tough love. At the center of every successful story, you will find that discipline is the key. If you have big goals and you want to achieve them all, then you have to be ready to do whatever it takes every day. You have to push through. That is the power of discipline. Discipline can also be referred to as tough love. It may be hard to think that you should be strict with yourself, but when you see the results of tough love, you will be very surprised. It is better to control your life and live it through your own terms rather than just always following through. Aristotle believes that men learn by doing, and learn by doing what we want to achieve doesn't matter as much as the choice we make to reach it. For example, if a man wanted to become a builder, he can do that by only practicing every day. If we just do things like life wants us to, then we will be living a life without meaning. But if our acts are controlled, then we are the ones controlling our life and our future. Keep a journal. Many successful people tell the story about how keeping a journal changed their lives. Some even claim that if they didn't keep a journal, their success would be impossible to achieve. Why? Keeping a journal will help you look at your experiences in depth. You will see the lessons you have learned through your day and the mistakes that you should avoid. Think about your journal like you are having a daily one-on the conversation that yourself. This will help you understand yourself and the world around you better. You need to take note that keeping a journal is different from maintaining a diary. A diary is just a record of what happens through your life, but a journal is a deep analysis of every aspect of your daily encounters and experiences. Even medical research has proven the importance of keeping a journal. Just writing on a journal for 15 minutes a day is enough to improve your health and your overall performance. So, starting from today, try to write on your journal even for a few minutes. If you believe that your life is worth living, then it's definitely worth writing about. Develop an honesty philosophy. We often notice that people say words that they don't mean to keep. They promise you lots of things, but they don't do anything. You feel disappointed, you feel like you no longer can trust that person again. Sometimes we even make promise to ourselves that we don't keep. We promise ourselves to change this year, to do better today, or to work harder tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes and nothing changes. But if you are not honest, you will lose your credibility. When trust is lost among people, connections become weaker and they become unstable. In order to keep your word, try keeping your promises for 1 week. Whatever you say can be a law that must never be broken. Be honest, be yourself, and with others. Every time you say something truthful, you are building the habit of honesty. Honor your past. A lot of people make the mistake of living in their past. They cannot forget the bad things that happened to them, so they spend their present feeling sad about their misery. Living in the past is not a good path to follow. If you keep thinking back to that old memory, you will be missing a lot of good things that are happening today. You have to live for today. You belong to the present, not to your past. You can think of your past as a lesson that you had to learn to survive. Every obstacle teaches us a lesson. You have to be smart and learn from your past rather than feeling sad about it. You can also be positive and think about the hard times you had as opportunities. How can misery be turned into an opportunity? The answer is easy. You just need to look at the bigger picture. Think of your past as a blessing. You suffered a lot because you have a great future waiting for you, and life is trying to prepare you to be strong enough to handle it. Imagine if a great future is waiting for you and you had no experience to be ready for it. That would be a waste, right? Try and fail. It is always better to be brave than be weak. It doesn't matter much if you don't succeed, as long as you keep trying and experiencing something new. You will keep growing. So, honor your past and keep on living stronger in the present. Start your day well. Did you know that the first 30 minutes of your day are very important? The actions you take and the thoughts you make right after you wake up can determine how your day will go. If you start your day well, your life will change completely. You have to build a morning ritual. You have to remind yourself every morning of your life's purpose. Write your goals in a piece of paper and try to visualize them every day. You can also work out or read. Try doing the things that makes you feel great and empowered. Think of mountain climbers, for example. Their goal is to reach the summit. In order for them to achieve their goal, they have to make a base camp first. They can't start climbing a mountain without having a base where they can rest and recharge their body. Once their base camp is ready, the mountain climbers start the adventure. When they reach Camp 1, they go back to the base in order to rest and regain their strength. And again, when they feel strong enough, they continue on their way. Think of your life as a mountain. If you have a goal, you know you need a base that will give you strength. Going after your dream is not something easy. You need to keep focused and stay strong. Use your morning as your base to be able to achieve greatness. If you don't want to stray from your destined path, then start your day well. Learn to say no gracefully. Some people find it hard to say no. They feel shy to reject anyone's request, so you find them doing a lot of things for a lot of people. Kindness is good and doing things for other people is also good, but the result of saying yes to everything is a lot of work done for other people but none for you. You find yourself forgetting what you about your own goals. If your priorities are not clear and your goals are not clear, you will keep on saying yes to other things. You will be helping other people achieve their dreams while forgetting yours. This is not fair. There was a blacksmith who used to forge swords for a Maharaja. The man was known for his excellent work in the field. The blacksmith started working at the age of 21 and he is still making the best sword at the age of 90. One day, the Maharaja got curious and asked the blacksmith about the secret of his success. Was he born with this talent or was it pure hard work? Or maybe there was another secret that no one knows? The blacksmith gave his simple answer. He told the Maharaja that the key to making excellent results is concentration on the most important thing. The blacksmith explained about how he started learning to forge swords when he was 21. Although he was young, the blacksmith did not care about anything else but his work. The key to achieving great results is through focus. If you want something bad enough, you have to be ready to say no to a lot of other things. So stay organized and you will leave the legacy that you have always been destined to leave behind. Take a weekly sabbatical. In the past, the seventh day of the week used to be a time for family or for relaxation. This is a ritual that we have forgotten due to our busy schedules. We start the week with a list of things that must be done and we don't stop until the next week is upon us. Sometimes we even forget to count the time. A week in and a week out, and life goes on. This must be good for productivity, but not for living. You need to take a day off to the things that you love the most. You need to take a time off to go back to track and think by yourself. You can enjoy the trip to your favorite bookstore or just watch the sunset. You can do anything that your heart desires. Even if your life is busy, try to find a time where you can breathe and think, or just lay down peacefully. You deserve it. Talk to yourself. Did you know that the human mind is a very powerful tool? Your brain has the power to shape your reality exactly the way you think. Even the way you talk to yourself can change your life. Our daily communication is very important. We need to be aware of the things we say to ourselves and to others because our words have a great impact on our daily life. Try to focus on your self-talk. If you are used to saying negative things such as I'm tired all day long, you will be tired for the rest of your life. Try saying positive things that will empower you and push you to achieve great things. A strategy that you can use is focusing on one phrase for a month. You have to keep on repeating this phrase all day long for a period of time. You can't waver and you cannot stop. Let's say you want to be more confident. Choose a phrase like I'm confident and keep repeating it all day long. You will notice as time goes that your words are changing your reality. They are powerful enough to help you achieve the best results. Once you are done with a certain phrase and a certain goal, move on to the next. I imagine how much you will achieve if you keep using your inner dialogue to change your world. So just talk to yourself and talk well. Schedule worry breaks. Because we live in a very busy world, we are constantly worried. We are worried about how to pay our rent, how to get that promotion, how to get out of a certain problem. Most of the time, life finds solutions. Sometimes the problems we worry about never actually happen. Yes, we have big dreams. Yes, we have busy schedules, but this does not mean that we have to stop living and keep on worrying about every little thing. Robin Sharma tells the story about how harmful worrying can be. He talks about the time when he was very busy. He had big dreams and he was worrying so hard to achieve them. He finished his law degree and worked as a clerk of a chief justice. Robin was content in his progress. He felt like his life was riding the success train. But because he was working so hard, Robin found himself exhausted. He was starting to feel bored, and every Monday morning he would wake up depressed. He felt like his energy was wasted. He felt disconnected with his job and he wanted change. So Robin started reading books that may help him find a solution. He learned a simple trick. Set a specific time to let all your worries out at once. This may be just half an hour a day. During this time, you can worry as much as you want. After that, you have to stay happy and worry free. Try to conquer your worries right when they start ruining your productive day. Take a piece of paper and write it all out. Remember that if you keep worrying about every single thing, you will never enjoy true living. Learn to be silent. You may be thinking that by learn to be silent, it means that you should stop talking. That's not the type of silence we are aiming for. This chapter will teach you the power of solitude. You may be a very social human being or you may not. We all need a break from the noisy life we live in. We need to take some time off, rethink, restore, and just reconnect with ourselves. You may be surprised to know that a lot of people lose the track of who they are. They are too focused on life that they forget that they exist. People forget that as a mind, soul, and body, they do exist. A lighthouse keeper once lived by the sea. He is responsible for guiding the ships through rocky shores at night by providing them with light. The keeper's problem was that he had very little oil left. One night, a man visited at the lighthouse. The man begged for some oil. He said he lives alone and he needs some light to see in the darkness. So the lighthouse keeper gave the man some oil. At another night, the lighthouse keeper was visited by a traveler. He said he needs oil to light his lamp so he can keep on traveling. The lighthouse keeper agreed to help the traveler and gave some of the oil. The next night, a woman came knocking at the lighthouse. She said she has small children and she needs light to feed them at night. The lighthouse keeper felt sorry for her and again he gave the woman some of the oil left. Before he noticed, all the oil was gone. The keeper couldn't light his beacon. The following night, a disaster happened. All the ships that came that night hit on the rocks. A lot of lives were lost due to the light keeper's mistake. You may be thinking that he was not wrong. All he did was help other people. But the lighthouse keeper's mistake was that he forgot his priority. He was responsible for protecting the ships, but he ended up giving his oil instead. You may experience the same thing in your life. You may be running wild after this and that. In all the things you are busy with, you forget what you truly want to achieve. You need to always remember your goals and who you truly are. Taking a break can help you sort things out. Solitude can provide you with a clear perspective. So take the time to be silent and think clearly. Get up early. In a previous chapter, we have discussed the importance of the first 30 minutes of your day. You need to spend this time to do things you love the most and the things that will give you power to have a very productive day. It is also important that you wake up early. If you start waking up at 5 am, you will notice that your life will change dramatically. You can use the extra hours to do the things you love, like reading or writing. In order to wake up early, you have to sleep better, not more, but better. The quality of your sleep is more important. If you have noticed, sometimes you sleep uninterrupted for 5 or 6 hours and wake up well rested. In contrast, sleeping 10 hours and waking up 3 times in between is not a good night's sleep. To sleep better, you need to go to bed without replaying what happened through your day. It's a habit that many people fall into, but it's not productive. You also have to stop eating after 8 pm. If you eat late at night, your sleep will be disturbed by your stomach. Other things to avoid are watching the news and working in bed. Once you start sleeping better, you will be able to wake up early. It may be hard at first, but be patient. Good things always take time. Soon, waking up at 5 am and having a good morning ritual will be part of your habit. Conclusion. Each and every one of us feels like something is missing from our daily lives. Some people know what they want, but they can't reach it. Making a real change is difficult sometimes. Other people don't even know what is wrong with them. They keep wondering about their constant state of worrying or the influence their past has on them. This book gave all the answers. This is not just a practical book, but it also touched on subjects that we have long forgotten, such as the importance of family and taking breaks from time to time. In this book, you have learned how being honest, being kind, and having a clear vision can save your life. You can be successful, but you can't enjoy it without having some virtue. You have also learned the importance of waking up early and starting your day right. You learned that starting your day by doing the things you love to do is the best habit for your success. Always remember, have a clear vision and follow your dreams. Work hard and never look back, even if you fail. Learn the lesson and forget the hustle. Be always positive and always go back to being human. Remember to be honest, humble, and kind. What do you feel about this story? What do you like? Please comment below. Thank you so much for listening this story. Please comment and tell about this story, whatever you feel, whatever you like. And we'll meet you again with a very beautiful, very motivational story. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Please, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel. And please, please, please press the bell icon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.